Hey guys, Jacob Dupre here. Today I've got the Yamaha Clavinova CVP-809. It's an incredible instrument. It's got a lot of awesome features and a great feeling keyboard, tons of sounds, so much stuff to show you, so let's get started. I want to start out by playing you the first grand piano sound you get, and of course there are some beautiful grand piano sounds on this instrument, and the first one is the CFX Concert Grand, which is a Yamaha grand piano sampled for this instrument. Let's check out some of the other pianos. The next one you get is the Bösendorfer. Get a few others, of course. Stage Grand. It's got upright pianos as well. I always like to go to some of the out-of-tune pianos like the honky-tonk sound. Those are really fun. Also got saloon upright. a little bit more out of tune. Maybe I want to play to a rhythm now, and that's one of the things that the Clavinovas are really great at. They have an amazing selection of rhythms and drum beats and all kinds of things for you to play along with, and of course it will track along to the chords that you play. And you can either make the left hand track the chords like a lot of arranger keyboards do, or you can have the whole keyboard pick up the chords that you play, which can be a really useful setting that I like to use. So maybe I'll go to Standards Jazz and look through some of the options. You have Jazz Combo, Big Band, Orchestra Swing, but I think Dixie Trad Jazz. Oh, and there's actually one called Saloon Piano, so that's most likely meant for that piano sound. So let's play along to that a little bit. So just quickly, I'll take you through some of the other sound categories just so you can hear. We'll go to guitar bass. Here's Spanish electro. This sound has a little trill that it does, a little grace note whenever you hit it harder. So you kind of have to be a little bit careful when you play it. But if you give the right accent, gives you a nice little slide up the guitar, right? Same thing for this one. Distortion guitars too. Even world instruments. So like here's a mandolin. It's even a tremolo version of the mandolin. Basses. It's the vintage mute bass. Here's a basic finger bass. You also have a recorder in here, so you can record an entire arrangement to a song if you want. Of course, you can use the backtracks, you can use the drum tracks that all come with accompaniment patterns that will play along to your chords, but if you wanted to go through and record a bass line or actually play a drum part on the keyboard, you can do that because this keyboard has bass and drums and everything. But let's go into some other sections. We've got, of course, tons of string sounds. Here is Kino strings. I've also got vocal stuff in here, so these are always kind of fun. Here's pop vocals. This is hoo-wee. Then there's hoo-wah. And then just your oohs. Wah. And do. So those are really fun. Gospel choir. Gospel vocals, hey. Hey, hey, hey. Let's go on to another section. Brass ensemble, pop horns. Pop horns accent. And you don't just get, accents on the front of the notes or long sustained notes, but you get shorter things with different articulations. So here's a doit. Aptly named because it sounds like it's going doit. And what's cool about it is if you underplay, you can sustain. So you could be doing. And you just hit it really hard and you get that fall. Percussion drums, we were talking about that. And you don't just get, drum sets, you get chromatic percussion, vocal effects, even world percussion kits. Let's go into drums, drum kits. Here's rock drum kit. But you get other kinds of kits, like you get a jazz brush kit. Here's a Brazilian kit. Those are always fun. I like just kind of playing and seeing what I come up with. Of course, there's very specific drums set to each key. So again, if you were recording a whole song, you get a lot of different tracks that you can record to. So if we go to song control, go to our mixer, so you get song channel 1 through 8 and 9 through 16. So that's 16 channels you can record to. And then there's also audio in control too. So your whole mixer is where you look at all that. Let's look at some synth sounds. It's one category we didn't go to yet. So here is synth lead. Here's a saw lead. And it is monophonic as a lead sound should be, so I can't play any chords. But let's do a synth pad. Here's, oh, it's got a lot of classic 80s sounds. Here's a 80s harp box. Maybe I brought some of you back to the 80s. 80s ballad pad. Yeah, I feel like I need to play some rhythm to this. I need some rhythm with this. I need to dance or something. Dance, electro pop. Okay, I like that. Started dancing. Okay. Main variation, let's do an intro. Let's do intro 1. We'll start with rhythm variation A. You get A through D, so that's 4. You get 3 intros, 3 endings. Also, I want sync start, so it'll start when I hit the keyboard. We're ready to go. Let's do it. Okay, so that was a lot of fun. Let's go back to the main menu though, to the home screen, which you can go to anytime by pressing home. And let's look at what we have here. On the left side, you have the style. So this is the accompaniment pattern, the drum pattern, electro pop, which is what I was just playing along to a second ago. And then the middle is the main voice. So we were on that 80s unison sound, all the synth sounds, and this is how you can go between different sound categories like that. But you also have really easy control over where your split points are or if you want to layer the keyboard. So right now we're on main. If I were to turn that off, there's no sound. So put the main voice back on. Now it's on the upright sound. If I turn on left, immediately I have a split, right? So if I want to go click left, now I can go to guitar bass and do kind of a classic split. Say I want to put a bass, maybe like an acoustic bass or something. Acoustic bass and cymbal on the bottom. So now I have that. I don't know if that works stylistically, so see if I just did that, and if I didn't like it that much, I can just go right here and change to a regular grand, which I think might sound better, because this will probably be something I'll do a walking bass line thing with, like something like. If I want to turn it off, now I'm back to just the piano. But I can layer just by clicking layer right there, and now I have strings and piano. Now if I want to, I can go into the mixer and I can actually change the volume of each of those. So here's my layer. Go back to mixer. Now if I click down here where it says pan volume, Now I can go to my layer and change that volume. Until I get the balance that I want. Really easy. So click home, go back, turn my layer off, and then to the right is the song mode. If I go over here to song, you can find all the songs that are in the instrument. There are a ton of built-in ones. Famous songs, songs you'd know. Here's Let It Go, Moves Like Jagger, Hallelujah, Poker Face, many different genres. So you have pop, you have standard songs like Moon River, What a Wonderful World, and you can play along with these. Classics like Canon in D, Joy of Man's Desiring, some classical pieces, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, duets, so you could split the keyboard and do a duet with somebody, and lesson modes. And I want to show you one of the lesson modes. If we just go to number 1 here, I can actually bring up a score and play along and read this as if I were reading sheet music, except it's on this huge screen, which makes it so easy to see. So I can click play, I'll get a count in, and then I can read along with this lesson. That last bit wasn't in there, but you see the point. You can use this as a teaching tool as well. And there are tons of them. I mean, look at all this. There's Hanon exercises as well. Here's one of the Hanon ones. Go to our score, play that back. And if you want to, you can change the tempo to practice slower. So it's perfect for learning, right, and playing along. Just to show you, let's listen to one of the backtracks. Let's listen to Let It Go. See what that sounds like. Okay, I won't let it go any further, but just so you know, that sounded great, right? I mean, it's using the internal sounds in the instrument. So here's another one, a more pop-oriented one, Moves Like Jagger. And you even have lyrics here too. Might be kind of hard to see, but you have the lyrics along, so you could be, you could learn the melody in your right hand and play along with it, and you could sing it as well, and you can do all of that from here. Another great thing to mention about this is you can look at lyrics. So here's the lyrics, and this keyboard has an HDMI out. So what is it perfect for? Karaoke night. You can actually listen to these songs, play along with them. You can have them going out into the room through the onboard speakers, which get very loud, and you could have the lyrics up on the TV for people to sing along. So not only is this a great instrument for performing, but it's a great instrument for entertaining and having a lot of fun with other people sharing the music together. All right, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please put those below. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Click here for more videos like this, or go to sweetwater.com for all your music instrument and pro audio needs. Oh wow. Oh, it's Superstition, but in C major.
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to sound like. But now we can hear it. And now it sounds like a hoedown. That's clever.